Hello, what up, stream? Just loading up some Destiny. Thought it'd be good to turn on the stream, kick off some dust. This is the no sleep stream. I've gotten 2 hours of sleep in the last 36, but I still gotta grind. Goal for today, or at least for this moment, is to get an Actium War Rig. You don't see here, but I have one of my favorite weapons that I found in my short time in Destiny, the Sweet Business. Fires lots of bullets. Look at that mag, 99. And I learned about a sweet little exotic, lovely little piece called Actium War Rig. It is located somewhere here. There it is. What I found out is that you can get this guy just by doing the first few missions in the game, and it unlocks your whole account. So last time I went through that process, I must have gotten a different, dumber exotic. I think probably Syntheseps, maybe? I don't know. We'll have to see what the choices are when we get there. Anyway, I am going to replay through the story with a new Titan. I'm going to go grab it. We're going to talk about how dumb vanilla Destiny is a little bit, perhaps. Oh god, is this what I got? That sounds so cool. No wonder I picked it. And some bippity boppity out. Roll our Titan. Can I get it to randomize? Doesn't really randomize, does it? No. Let's just use this fella. We're gonna dispose of him when we're done anyway. No, thank you. I like to watch this second cutscene because it's the first time you actually get to see what your character looks like in the game.
Repeat, tower approach. This is City Hawk 723. Anyone home?
Alright.
No response on any channels. Even the emergency frequencies.
That's me, what up?
Let's get moving. We need to find Zavala, Ikora, and Cade. Cabal! This doesn't make sense. The Cabal conquer systems by blowing up planets. Whatever they want, it must be here, in the last city.
This is Commander Zavala. Civilians, report to evac points. Guardians, rendezvous.
Cade!
Hey, you two. Give me a sec. Zavala's doing the hero thing in the plaza. Me? I've got a date with whoever's behind this. It'll be a short date.
Oh my god, then Neil.
Over here, Titan. My armory is open to you. Follow the path from there. It will lead you through the hangar to the plaza. I'll take care of these people. If the Cabal want war, give them war.
What up, Shax? Shax is just so cool looking. Now, how many of these guys do I actually have to kill, I wonder? I don't really want to fight everybody. I can avoid it.
Evacuation order 77 is in effect. This is not a drill. All civilians report to designated evacuation areas immediately.
size of that thing? It must be their command ship.
So that thing fell on my head, and it didn't hurt me. That happens to you anywhere else, squash to paste.
Okay, my ghost keeps tagging these Cabal as Red Legion. Akora, what do you got?
They're elite, ruthless, and rumor is they have never known defeat.
Until today. Today they face Guardians.
God,
But
this
Zavala, they're attacking the Traveler.
writing is just so good.
We protect our people.
So
at any
riveting.
cost.
They've never been defeated. Oh man, I'm scared.
These Red Legion are well trained, but we are better. We will hold this line until the last civilian is safely away. Incoming! Fall back to my shield!
Fall back to your shield. You mean to get hit by missiles? That's so weird that missiles literally hit nowhere else but his shield, and he died for it.
Don't let them pass the gate! You that ship is
Gotta love the light.
Wing hold here. That command ship, it's next on my list. Missiles! Stay inside my shield! More Red Legion! Show them what Guardians are made of!
Zavala, the last of the shuttles is away. But the speaker, he never made it. I'm going to look for him.
I've got the plaza. Go with Ikora. Find the speaker.
We're on it, Commander. Ikora!
The speaker is gone. Red Legion, you will take no more from us, and you will find no mercy in me! Zavala,
She'll find the speaker. We need to move on that command ship. Now head to the North Tower. I'm sending Commander Holiday to pick you up. Holiday is inbound. We need that ship off the field.
Someone told me you need a ride.
Looking forward to New Light. I know these campaign rewards are always
Let us
gonna
know
be
when the shields
campaign
are down and we'll
rewards,
hit that
but man,
ship
it'll
with
be
everything we
nice
got.
when you can make a new character and play this game without going through all the ridiculous single-player gatekeeping that Destiny makes you do today. those of you who don't know, Destiny New Light is Destiny free-to-play, coming out in September. All of this you're seeing on screen right now is going to be free.
At the bottom of the ship.
Plus all the Year 1 content. There's Curse of Osiris, More Minds. And they're going to alter things so that when you make a character, you can go right to any of the patrol zones, which is, I think, awesome. Because currently, patrol zones, which are the open world areas, are only unlocked. I have a power weapon? No, I don't. I think this pistol is just better.
King, what's your status?
I guess the only advantage to the auto is rampage.
Trap burning out. Anyone
Okay.
from Akora?
Not since you went for the speaker. Form up! On me!
But yeah, once New Light's in, this content I'm playing right now, which every player has to go through right now, before you can even interact with an NPC, you have to go through all this. Every player will be able to opt into this, or choose to skip to something more interesting and more multiplayer later. Which I think is nothing but good for a game like Destiny. Yeah, this is much better than the auto. Where's the big man? Oh, come on. Come on down. I just did this the other night on a new Warlock, because I want to play Warlock. It's amazing to me how much more effective the Warlock Super is. That fight we just had right there was awkward as fuck on my Titan. Would have been nothing to the Warlock. It's a one-shot for a Slova Bomb. I think that's what it's called. Even the floaty fiery spec.
The shield generator should be
Trivial.
straight ahead.
The hell is that Twitch?
All right, destroy the turbine. The shield should fizzle. Yes, just like that. Heat levels rising. It's working.
Pacing of this intro mission is pretty good.
The shields are down.
I'm also gonna be pretty pumped to play the game.
Zavala?
It's a shame how
Headed topside.
different it is from the content you actually
Amanda.
end up playing if you like the game. Oh god, I gotta get to the most thrilling gameplay of 2017 coming right up here. Da na 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 da na 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 na. I don't skip this. I'm just gonna shut up and watch. It's an interesting, interesting. Use that word a lot. This is an interesting choice, I feel like. This whole slow section that I think drives a lot of players crazy. I think that's the intent, though. Just, introduce your Guardian, supering a lot, using those pretty solid feeling weapons, and get dumped out ruins of the city that you're supposed to give a shit about. Can't move, can't shoot. Enemies running amok. Does a pretty good job of reinforcing just what happened. Alright. Skipping all the cutscenes, they're telling us all about the antagonist we're supposed to, I don't know, feel something about. Callous. It's really hard to care about a character like that.
This can't be happening. Guardian,
Just
you're alive. I thought
a generic villain, really.
I can heal you, but I can't resurrect you. Not since.
I'm not going to talk about how shitty of a villain Callus is.
The light is gone.
Maybe what I'll talk about is
Taken the city.
how this all hit me when I first started playing Destiny.
Everything. The Red
I
Legion is killing powerless guardians.
I resisted playing this game for a long time.
Have to get out
I heard a lot
of
of
here.
bad things about it. Honestly, I was always bummed that Destiny 1 was a console exclusive, as a exclusive PC gamer. A bunch of my buddies at work played it for a while, and I always felt excluded from that club. Destiny 2 came out. I was like, oh, let's check this out. But man, it just did not do well critically. And you gotta pay attention to that if you're gonna put a few hundred hours into a game, which I like to do. I've played a bunch of other games. Most recently, before Destiny, was Warframe. Wow, listen to that. I love that peel. I wish there was a way to replay this mission. Just, you know, whenever you want. It's so, it's relaxing, honestly. It does such a really good job of setting the tone. I remember when I first played, I was so freaked out about getting hit. I'm like, I've lost my light, I can't be resurrected. I'm gonna treat that seriously. Of course, there's a narrative dissonance between the narrative stakes and the actual stakes. These sections aren't actually designed to let you fail. This is such a neat progression, though. I love the way the music
It's that Falcon again.
just carries it along.
Is it following us? Or are we following it?
Even the ghost, for once in the entire fucking game, is tolerable. Kind of hushed tones, you know? Alright, here's the big moment. That was us. At this point, I'm asking myself, what the fuck is the Traveler? Like a giant golf ball. Something about the way that they put this shot together. Like, you almost feel you can pick out little details, like maybe you see a farm here or a road there, but you don't quite make anything out. I don't know how they compose this, but I mean, it's obviously just scenery, but it seems like there's so much to see here. The game is just so beautiful, especially right here at the start. All these exceptionally curated moments. I guess this is what happens when you throw 600 developers at a problem. Well, not necessarily, but it did this time. So, some of the things that stood out to me when I first started playing is, wow, it looks amazing. It sounds good. I see my feet. Something about that really says something to me about a shooter. They show you your feet, it's like, wow, that's a detail that someone paid attention to. What other details are they going to be paying attention to? It really makes me think that someone gives a shit, you know? Someone had a vision that you're playing through. That's a good feeling, you know? Feels like you're being taken care of, like... Just a good feeling. When I first started playing Destiny, I was so frustrated about how to get my character looking right. The cutscene you're about to see. It's the first time you actually get a look at what your character is going to look like in cutscenes and towns and everything. And I'd get this far and I'd be like, oh my god, I hate it. I'd redo that whole sequence.
Somebody left a perfectly good guardian lying around. Things must be worse than I thought. And that's our cue. Time to go, people!
But wait, where are you all going?
As far away from here as possible.
That Falcon, it belongs to you?
The name's Hawthorne, and this is Lewis. Best pilot we got. What about you?
So how much voice acting did they save on by having the ghost say every damn
One of
thing?
these too. Time to make yourself useful, Guardian. All right, people, spin 'em up.
There's 3 playable
Long fight
races,
ahead of us.
each with 2 genders. So they saved 5/6, which is what, 84%? Was it really worth saving that to have a completely mute character? It's one of the few creative choices. And I don't mean like gameplay or itemization or social. I mean just like pure creative, like what are you seeing on the screen that's drawing you into the world? This game gets it so right most of the time, but having a silent character is just, it feels so bad. I don't mind the ghost talking, jabbering at me all the time, but during cutscenes, I want to see my guy have an opinion, have an attitude. Only see it once in Forsaken, and man, it knocked my socks off. Okay. Let's power through this. Need to get to Titan. The first mission has a reward we care about. Okay. So let's talk to Soraya.
This is... whew, lot of civilization. For me, at least. Of course, I've been living outside the city half my life. So... anyway, heard you want to go poke around that busted-up hunk of traveler. Well, you Guardians have a weird idea of a good time. Oh well. Lewis and I know plenty about trusting your gut. So I'm not about to stop you. I got enough to deal with here. Take that ship you flew here. At least it'll get you back faster. See all these refugees? I haven't lost one yet. Don't you be my first. Wish I'd had that years ago.
We're just gonna buy all the things because we want to plow through this.
Hey, sorry. I'm pretty busy. What's going on?
And the loading screens are all like ship transitions. That's so neat. Not a lot of games care enough about you to hide the sausage, because, I mean, we all know sausage is getting made, right? We all know the game's loading. But still, even though we know it, just seeing this ship move around like this, it definitely adds something. Pretty sure that this scene happens when it's trying to find an instance for you to connect to. Although in these single-player missions, I'm not so sure it's not just all run locally.
You sure you want to do this? That shard is the reason this place is called a dead zone.
You know, I've been all over the EDZ. Charming enough. I mean, nothing says come visit, like a dark haunted forest.
But non-Guardians aren't supposed to leave the city.
There's a small gap in the wall. Hard to see, but it's there. Here's the thing about city rules. They stop applying once you leave the city.
But non-Guardians aren't supposed to leave the city. Is that something that you as the player character would say? I don't know. I don't agree with my ghost all the time, and I gotta believe that Guardians don't too. It's such a weird thing. Like,
Hawthorne, can you hear us?
I mean, just getting stuck on this idea of not having your character speak. We talked to Soraya, we talked to, you know, the Vanguard.
Did you hear something? We're under attack.
We could have even done one male voice and one female voice.
Those things were the Fallen. Scavengers from another world.
I would have been okay with that.
They worship machines.
It just makes you feel so disempowered to have this little robot speaking for you all the damn time. It's not a nice feeling in a game that's about power fantasy in many ways. Oh right, I should have remembered that this gets replaced pretty much immediately.
The shard of the Traveler. This is it. Right out of our vision.
But anyway, off of the whole speaking thing, onto the attention to detail. So, I mean, look, the gun animations. You can tell what your character's doing all the time, even though you're in first person. Not a lot of games do that right. I like seeing my feet. Even the jumping animations, sliding animations. It really puts truth to that thing that creative designers always saying, game directors always saying, Luke Smith, but kinetic, kinetic, kinetic. Like, yeah, okay. It's kinetic. And those gun sounds, the shooting feels good. Let's shoot a rocket. Where am I supposed to go? Okay.
I think we scared them away. Take me to the shop.
This is why we were led here. I haven't been as close to the Traveler's Light since... Do you feel it? Hold on to your helmet. Do you feel it? The light is back. We're back. Eyes out, Guardian.
Hold on to your helmet.
Gotta manage the old inventory, am I right? And after playing for 35 minutes, I finally see other players. I've been watching footage of the WoW Classic beta. You know, there's the typical, like, stereotypical WoW starter Care Bear playing a human warrior. You know, you start off with the narration and Stormwind, and it pulls out, and puts you square at Elwyn Monastery, which is immediately puts you next to other players, which I think is such a crucial thing to establish for a game like this. I think they really screwed up by not having you start here at the farm.
I don't know how you did it, but I'm glad.
Okay,
We're gonna need it.
these I'm not gonna
There are a lot
bother
more
with.
survivors out there, and they need our.
See you soon. Did you have some clan stuff to talk about?
The farm and Trostland. Wait a second. Why were there so many people at the farm? Okay, I started playing this game like 2 months ago, and usually there's myself and maybe one other dude there. That was packed. That must mean there are a lot of other people
Don't get cocky now that
buying
you've got your
Destiny
powers back.
or starting new characters
Easy
in any
is
case.
rough,
That's
especially around the old
pretty cool.
town. Just remember,
Well, there's a lot to look forward to,
refugees from the
right? I
city
mean,
have it a lot rougher.
Shadowkeep, New Light.
You want to help them? Find Devram K.
Speaking of when I first started, when I did first start, I was on a different system config. Same GPU, but different guts. I upgraded everything, and before I did, this area always had so much chop in it. I don't have a frame counter, but this is definitely above 60, and man, it feels good.
A guest, and here I have no tea to serve. These are dire times indeed. Devram K, the 8th, at your service. City militia. Goodbye, Guardian. Soraya, your frequent check-ins break my concentration.
Let's get started. There's a banner on the main floor. Give it a look, will you?
This is a fallen house sigil. I don't recognize it, though.
Nor I. The Fallen seem to have put this up as something of a threat. I imagine you'll find lots of objects like this out there with a bit of a story to them. You both need some supplies to get going out here. See if you find a cache in one of the buildings nearby.
Listen to that shotgun. Fuck.
Very well done. To survive, we'll have to look for every opportunity. Keep your eyes peeled for more supplies in the wilds. Speaking of the wilds, there's a symbol on the wall of the church. Take a look.
Devrim, where did this symbol come from?
I believe your city hunters must have put them here and
Okay,
there
so
about the region as they
now we know how to
scattered
find
around.
lore throughout the world.
I think they meant it to mark something special.
Now we know how to
Or
find lost
dangerous.
sectors.
Or both? Let's go check it out.
The history of this region is fascinating. I believe tunnels and caves like the one you're in now stretch all across the EDZ. Who knows what's lurking down there? Be careful.
Good.
I just snagged a key code from that captain. I think I can open his supply cache.
Good work down there, you two. Keep an eye out for other hidey holes and treasures like this one. But that's for another day. In the meantime, what say we get down to business? Come on back up to the church tower. I'm putting a kettle on now.
Welcome back. This time I did make tea for you, but I seem to have drunk. Good luck. Eyes open.
Okay, I think it's just this mission and then Titan. This is a bit of a long one though, if I remember right.
Hey, Dev. Still sitting up here above the mines with his busted comm relay. Where's that signal booster?
Our new Guardian friend is en route. I'm getting too old to clean up after you, Soraya.
Finally, he admits he's old. Bailed me out on one assault charge and he never let me live it down.
Ah, don't you mean one a week? You're the reason my hair is gray.
Yeah, keep talking, old man.
Jesus, this writing. Knock, knock. Now can we go?
That elevator
Oh.
should take us to the top of the mines. We'll have to find another way up to Hawthorne.
Careful. The Fallen are scavengers of the highest order. They're going to put up a fight for whatever they can get their grubby claws on.
I skipped this shit. Let's find out.
You'll be pleased to know that I can see the Fallen fleeing the mine. Seems you've really kicked the hornet's nest, haven't you?
No!
We found an elevator.
You're good. Almost as good as Lewis.
This room is cool. I like.
Elevator's not working. Power must be out. And we've upset the Fallen.
Third time's a charm. Oops.
did it. Killing the servitor brought the power back on.
Good job. Maybe I'll finally get my booster one of these days.
Not this guy, get up there. Keep getting pinned to the floor, what the fuck? Can I put down a barricade? What'll happen? Nope, see you later. I'll put the shotgun back on. Complements the pulse rifle a little bit better.
Hawthorne, we're out of the mine and heading your way.
Then hurry up with that booster. Let's finish hooking up the comm network. And, thanks for the help. You're not so bad. For a fancy pants guardian.
Now that's the nicest thing I've ever heard Soraya say. You're in rarefied air, my friend.
Yeah, okay. 55 minutes. I'm ready for this to be done. Here's another great shot of the Guardian getting completely emasculated by his ghost. Watch this shit.
You made it. Looks like Lewis owes me money. All right. Let's see if this works. Now, if I read the manual right, there's an incoming beacon.
Guardians, the city is lost. If there is any light left in the system, we rally on Titan. Be brave. Guardians.
Zavala's alive. If we leave now, we...
You are not going to Titan. We've got refugees coming in. The Red Legion on one side, the Fallen on the other.
But we have our powers back. We're going to retake the city.
Is gone.
Hawthorne, we will be back, and we won't be alone.
You'll know where to find me.
That's me pretending that the Guardian is trying to communicate through a muzzle. Which it feels like is what we're wearing all the damn time. No, don't care. I know that like all this speaker crap was a great callback for Destiny 1 fans, but honestly the guy is here and gone in a few hours in this game. It's hard to give a shit when you never played D1. Oh, are we not done here? Yes, we are. How close am I to finishing these? Not close. Let's peace out. Let's clean up real quick.
Hawthorne already believes Zavala abandoned her and the survivors. Now that we're leaving, if we stayed, yes, we could help them survive, but if Zavala really is building a counteroffensive on Titan, we can save them all and take back the city.
Okay. I guess I'll do whatever you say.
Vanguard fleet.
Like I have a
Guardian
choice.
Ship 723 is on approach. We received your beacon and we're ready to join the fight.
Bacon. Did someone say bacon? Okay. I think this is the mission to get what we came here for. The Actium
Commander,
War
we're here
Rig.
to help.
No. We've already lost too many legless guardians to the Hive. We can't secure this moment.
Legless Guardians?
We have our light back.
They lost
What?
their legacy, huh?
Possible.
Commander, if I may. Guardian, this is Deputy Commander Sloan. We have a counter-offensive to plan. To do that, we need to get this station up and running.
So
There's
this
a fleet to prep, Guardians
mission
to
in this
arm,
whole
and a
zone
trove
is this
of
great
intercepted Red Legion transmissions
combination
to
of
It's critical we gain
platforming
access
with
to the
instant
station's
death
control
as a
center.
failure condition,
That's where you come in. If the
and
light fleet is
claustrophobic
weak, send the Hive back to hell.
corridors with swarm-type enemies. It's really quite an uncomfortable experience. I don't relish these missions. Even though Titan is a very
What was
cool
this place?
place to be from a lore
The
perspective, and the
golden
patrol
ages
zone
of
is quite
Titan were once
tolerable.
the pride of humanity. We thought they were abandoned, but I was a fool to think the Hive would not spread this far.
Okay, Chief of Police Zavala has weighed in.
I have a bad feeling about this. The gravity on Titan is approximately 1.352 meters per second squared, except here. These floating rocks must be a residual effect from
Come
some
on.
Hive's magic.
Don't really have anything too good if you're dealing with those swarms. Both scope precision weapons.
Okay, Sloan, we can see the control center.
Copy that. Keep pushing forward. Commander, at this rate, we can start planning our counteroffensive. We'll be outside the city gates in no time.
If it were only that simple.
Jesus, this thing feels bad to use. I wonder no one uses scout rifles. See, how many fucking headshots do I need to hit? Oh, one for starters. Let's light up. Let's go back to the hand cannon. Way better. Wow. What up, y'all? Did they see me? Oh, yes. Tickle him to death. Pew, 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 pew.
It looked like the Hive were performing some kind of ritual. We should talk to Ikora. She knows all there is to know about Hive magic.
No one has seen Ikora or Cade since the city fell.
Duh.
We made it, Sloan.
Perfect. Recon the perimeter before you move on the control center.
So it looks like we're standing in some kind of Hive breeding ground.
Take it out.
What the fuck, am I missing? Alright, let's finish this video off.
Shoot the yellow sacks. cleared the nest. Heading to the control center now.
Well done. Sweep the perimeter and we'll move in on your signal.
Alright, hit him. Ah. So fun fact, the Penumbra GSM, which is this lovely grenade launcher, is one of the top DPS weapons in the game. Learned that when raiding with my new guild a few days ago. They're like, yo, we're gonna fight this boss. I need you to pull a weapon out of your collection. You're not gonna think it's gonna be good, but it actually is. And sure enough. Okay. Finally killed enough. I can super now. Wakey wakey. Those bank shots are so satisfying. No! Short.
Sloan, Commander, it's done.
Copy that. Zavala and I are inbound. We're approaching the landing platform. Get up here and take a bow.
I didn't dare believe. If the light can find its way back to you, then perhaps there is hope
To
for us
even
all.
you piece of shit.
Our numbers will continue to dwindle. We can no longer protect ourselves, much less the survivors. Without the light, are we even guardians anymore?
Commander,
Mm-hmm. Before?
We won't last long with dead generators. Wave energy converters power this station. But thanks to the Hive, they're in need of attention.
we can take care of it.
Yes, I believe you can.
Got a little carried away there. I like to imagine my guardian silently screaming at the ghost when he agrees to this shit. Alrighty. shit. One more mission.
Alright, we're not out of this
Ugh.
yet. Now that we've reached the control center, we still need to power up the place
Am I level
before
5
we
yet?
can take care of our fleet. Commander Zavala tells me you've volunteered. I'll run tactical. Shipwright Holiday here will provide tech support. It's a straightforward op. Get in, flip a switch, get out. Sloane's got a way of making things sound easy, doesn't she?
Oh my god, I have to walk all the places. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I don't have to go through the archaeology here, do I? Please say no.
Did we lead the Fallen here?
No. Those vultures have been following us since we evacuated Earth.
Sloane, Amanda, the Hive have infected everything.
Holiday, we gotta get you back in the air. We'll need ongoing aerial threat assessments to keep our perimeter secure. Oh, yeah. You know my ship took a beating during the evacuation. I'll bump you to the front of the line for repairs once the lights are back on. Great. Great.
We can see the wave energy converters from here.
Sweet. Now just flip the switch and turn them on.
Accessing systems now.
Some of the pistons are moving, but we're still sitting in the dark.
Whoa. Primary grenade launcher?
Something went wrong. Pistons must be jammed.
Why have I never
Sorry,
seen
pal.
this?
But you're gonna have to go out there. Bring a workaround.
I have to take my headset off and make sure that alarm is in the game and not in my apartment. We don't want those. That's what we want. Jesus, pulse rifle, it's huge. Like a big beefy machine gun. This thing detonate on contact? Huh. Oh, that's satisfying. Well, do these detonate on release? Let's do an experiment. Yeah, it seems like they do. It's like the Fighting Lion, but with special ammo. pulse feels good.
You hear that? Made it to the converter platforms.
Okay. Get to the stalled pistons. See what's jamming them. Once they're all moving, we're in business.
Look at this thing. It's so huge. You know, there probably is a place for these green weapons at the end game, but I pretty much ignore them because they don't have so much cool stuff on them. Probably should have a look to see if Penumbra ain't the only
Then let's find a fix.
Lobby weapon
Good to go.
performs well at the end game.
That's great and all, but it's still pretty dark on this end. Sounds like you got more scrubbing to do, Guardian.
It's a hand cannon. Is it an upgrade? Let's try it out. He punched bad stuff.
Control center's still dark, so it's gotta be more than a piston problem. Gonna have to get in futz with the circuit breakers. Try the central platform. Everything routes through there. Circuit breaker is going to be around there somewhere. Find it and flip the switch, just like I said. Yeah! Power's back! Exemplary work, everyone. But we still have to deal with these intercepted enemy transmissions.
Do we? Really? I'd really love to be done with this little quest.
Speak. It's a hell of a view.
Aw, hell yeah.
We're up and running thanks to you. There's
This is
plenty
why
more
we're
to do
here.
around here, though. Chief among them, finally
Actium
breaking
War
ground on a
Rig.
counter-offensive against the
Steadily
Red Legion.
reloads a portion
I
of
have
your
a plan,
equipped auto rifles and
but it
magazine
won't
from
work without
reserves. I
you.
believe this is
We
10%
intercepted
per
a priority
3
1 Red Legion
seconds.
signal during the city evacuation.
What other hot
but we
sauce is
can't
on here?
crack the encryption. Holiday says there's tech that can do the
Enhance
job in the
auto-flinching on
arcology,
linear fusions.
which is effectively
Large
hostile
arms.
territory.
Light arms.
You'd be going in blind. The place has been dark for centuries. All we know for sure is the Hive is raising hell down there. Perhaps literally. But if you're in, let's put the plan into action.
Wow, this is a good Sentinel exotic. Looks tight as hell too, with that blur. But yeah, it's got to be the War Rig.
Later.
So, that took about an hour and 25 minutes. Probably could have trimmed off some time, maybe like 15-20 minutes. If I really knew what I was doing, I could have trimmed off more. I wonder if this is worth rerunning to get the other exotics. Let's see. Datto did a really great Titan tier ranking for exotics. I wonder what he said about Doom Fangs. Let's pull that up. These days.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the exotic tier list. It has been a very long time since we've done one of these, so we'll be recapping a lot of the higher quality exotics in the game right now. As usual, we're going to start with Titans, and we'll hit the next two classes shortly after. I feel like I changed the system that I use every single time we do one of these tier lists, but since we have so many exotics now, like 23 for the Titan, I'm going to be talking about what I think
gets a
the
4/5
exotics are for each
for
subclass
PvE. That's
and
pretty
activity,
good.
and then any not mentioned will be covered.
Where did my
after
lovely
that.
War Rig
This tier list
plays?
is a little bit less of a true tier list this
Lower.
time around because a full list of the exotics would be about a 30-minute video, and that's
See if we can find his comments on
full
Doom
disclosure.
Fang.
While I know how good each of the exotics are, I only have a handful. I have crowdsourced a lot of the clips in this video, so overall, Titan exotics are very good in Forsaken. But what about the best ones per subclass? Let's take a look. For Striker Titans, the best PvE exotic is still easily Insurmountable Skull. For Sentinel Titans, the best PvE exotic
is
for
Sentinels.
Still the Doomfang Pauldrons. Ursa Furiosa are obviously in contention, but for PvE, I cannot think of many scenarios where having Ursas on, doing a lot of shield blocking, is more valuable than just actually killing things with Doomfangs. Again, it's fun to block a Riven Fire Breath attack, but you don't really need Ursas in order to do that. In strikes, I'd rather just have the raw killing power and very long duration super than just the ability to block for a long time. For Sunbreaker Titans, the best PvE exotic is probably still Hallow Fire Heart. The ability regen is a bit more reminiscent of Destiny 1's Simmering Flames, which regened your abilities really quickly while you had your super. Hallow Fire Heart is not on that level, but it's very close, mainly enabling your ability to have Hammer Strike, aka Melting Point, at all important times, not to mention your grenade. The only negative is obviously you can't use your super, but when you do need to break out your super, it's not too painful of a process to get it back. Last Wish, fortunately or unfortunately, doesn't have too many times where you can do crazy super damage with your hammers, so holding on to your super isn't a big deal at all. Although in strikes and nightfalls, Best armor, Actium War Rig, still really potent when combined with auto rifles, but with all of the auto reload effects in the game, especially in PvE, you don't need this too badly. Not to mention that reloading a gun isn't really too daunting of a task. Sure, if you want to bust out sweet business and the War Rig, knock yourself out, because it's really
that's what I'm
fun,
talking
but
about.
the tier list is not about fun, it's about the best. Armamentarium used to be a D1 staple for me in PvP, but I do not know how you're giving up one item.
Alright, so I know there's another round of exotics you get to pick in the story. I want to see if they're class specific or not. I think Sunshot is the one that I picked. Alright, so we're going to disable the ad blocker and see what ads it throws at us. If they're awful, we're going to turn it back on. Game per, trust in you. Let's see what this looks like. Oh yeah, right. Done. Okay, so an auto-loading video. Hate that. An animated banner ad, an animated banner ad in the middle. The same video. This is why we ad block people. Shitting up the internet with this crap. Wolfenstein. How did I get Wolfenstein? That's not what I thought I was coming here for. Okay. Graviton, Lance, Risk Runner, and Sunshot. These are the three. I chose Sunshot my first go around. And my first and only go around. Sacrilege. But this is not class specific, so if I take 3 different classes through the game, I'll get all 3 of these. But if I want to get all the armor exotics, I have to remake each class. Well, make it once and remake it twice. So, what I really ought to do next time I have an hour and a half to burn is re-roll this Titan to get the Doomfang Pauldrons. And then I can finally clear it out because I don't have all 3 of the Titan exotics and put the Hunter that will end up in that spot there. Now I just took a Warlock through the same thing, and what I could see, the Warlock exotic armor choices weren't as great. Maybe I won't bother with grinding the mission out for that. But I'm not in any hurry to create my Hunter, so I can just leave my 3rd slot open for grinding out those campaign exotic armors if I want, I guess. I don't see a problem with that. How far along is the Sacrilege mission? Destiny to Sacrilege. This looks like Io, which I think is the next mission, next planet after Titan. No, Nessus is next after Titan, then Io. There's a whole other planet. So yeah, I'm gonna get my Warlock up and I can decide between Risk Runner and Graviton Lance. And then it's going to be a little while before the 3rd one of those comes along because I am not grinding up to that mission. I don't think. For a single exotic that I can get via RNG that I don't, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll change my tune. Anyway. Thanks, Dado. I have to do another Utopia. I mean, another Titan mission. Oh man. Seemed to go pretty fast my first time around, but now that I'm grinding it out just for the rewards, it seems ridiculous. Here's the lock I made. He's at the same point in the story, actually. I just didn't rush as much because he's actually going to be a permanent character, not just something I grind for rewards. Cool, so let's hop back on my main. Let's pull out Actium War Rig and have a little fun. Maybe some escalation protocol. I think that'd be a good test. What do y'all think? So I'm just talking to myself here, so really what I say goes. Get some stuff ready preemptively. My auto chest armor on. It's already on. What do I want to pair the autos with? I'm grinding out Darcy kills for the catalyst. So that's a good raid DPS item. Halfway there. Clean this up a little bit. Actually, just my primaries is clogged up. My buddy is, for some reason, is just nuts over this half-dan, and I have no idea why. I mean, it's got good. I mean, not this particular one because this is a good roll. Just the half-dan in general. This thing is it's a hose though. It's hard to control. Actually, I want to take it off. What should I put in? How about old reliable bygones? I love this pulse rifle so much. It's I got it right at the start of Forsaken, and I've never put it away. Just never left my inventory. Is this good? I'm thinking no. $732, that's my highest kinetic, right? Yeah, so I'll hang on to that. I don't really think I should throw out my snapshot long shadow. Seems like a good PvP roll, whereas this is more of a PvE roll. Right, so let's bank this guy. Bank the half-dan. As you can see, I like pulses and autos. Sweet business is in here. Yeah, baby. Shotgun reserves or rocket launcher reserves? Intense heavy lifting. I like. Let's hire late. Alright, shoddy reserves it is. Actually, I can get... whatever. Right. I have shoddy, rocket, and auto on. Rocket loader.
Stock's always changing. Don't take too long.
Hey, that'll work.
Stop fighting. We all appreciate it.
Auto. I just need a shoddy or rocket ammo perk here. Sniper, fusion, shotgun. There's a shoddy. One of these has rockets on it. Yeah, one does. I hate the way this thing dies. Look, nothing. Well, that has an effect. Why does it have an effect but not the others? Cirrus Module is what I usually am using. Cheap rare die that I don't mind the look of. I think it's the exact die that Sweet Business uses, actually, now that I look at it. Alright, we have all relevant perks except for Special Ammo Finder.
Plenty here for wherever the war takes you.
Let's pull in the War Rig.
Not so loud. Locals everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Earth's a good place. Worth fighting for.
Terrible perks. Let's transact some business with the local merchants. Real quick.
Checking. Check. Thank you. Too heavy.
I am at your service.
Look at that view. Oh.
What do you need? Deal.
Sidearms, shotties, solars.
Hit 'em hard.
That's shotties.
Stay here on Earth if you can.
Sidearms? I don't have any of. Well, let's pull one in from the vault. Should we decide to do something there? Okay, it's a solar and a sidearm. Okay, perks. That'll work. After we finish shotties, we'll move to the sidearm. Now we're gonna hit up Ada, the Black Armory person. We're gonna hit up the Drifter for his Sentinel bounties. Then I think we're good to go.
stay a while and enjoy our
Oh,
wares.
all right. Thanks. Powers, shotties, swords, snipers, bows. You can do bows. Okay. Bow submachine guns, hand cannons.
You know where to find me.
So the order of stuff to use stuff in the energy slot is shotguns, hand cannons, then bows. As soon as we finish shotties, we'll move on to... Yeah.
What's up, hero? Careful with that. Don't break that, all right? I need you alive, brother. Be careful.
This place is be a good test of the war rig. Plenty of thick enemies. I think it's time for some dinner pretty soon here. Alright, let's get a feel for this before we jump into combat. Take that. Wow. That must have reloaded at least half the magazine. That was amazing.
Still in one piece?
Solar.
Have fun with that.
Melee. Corpse.
I'm here when you need. Totally worth the bullshit.
I know what I must do. Oh no! Fast, fast! No! Failure. Ah. That sucks. God, it's so fun! Ah! They were pushing me up. I gotta switch to the hand cannon now. That's gonna be less fun. That one. Okay. Am I the only one doing this? Yes, I am. Oop, ability is not up. Six seconds. Can he do it? No, he cannot. Bye-bye.
I'd like you to recover some things for me. Up for a challenge?
Incoming thrall. A lot of them.
Oh well. Better luck next time. Well, that was a fun trip. I think, worth the effort. For now, it's time to sign off.
If there are any Guardians on this channel, a war site just crashed in your vicinity.
Take it easy,
I
y'all.
could use your help recovering its data.